Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be playing Katamari Reroll. This just released on Steam, and it's essentially the remastered version of Katamari Damacy that originally was released on the PlayStation 2. I was a big fan of the original games. The sequel was We Love Katamari, and then on the Xbox 360 and PS3 there was Beautiful Katamari, and then I think there was Katamari Forever, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's been quite a few Katamari games, and if you've never played a Katamari game before, you're missing out. Although, I will say this is a type of game you either love or you hate. If you've never played Katamari before, you're probably looking at this and thinking, what the hell is going on? There's just trash littered all throughout the streets. You play as this little character in the bottom right corner. You are the Prince of the Cosmos, and you have this special, sort of like a gravitational ball, which you use to basically stick all the garbage together, and your ball will continue to grow in size as you continue to pick up stuff. And essentially what you're trying to do is gather together enough items or enough matter to create like a star or a planet. For your father, who is the king of the cosmos. So that's the basic concept of the game, but overall it's just a very silly Japanese game with a very unique gameplay element to it. You won't see very many other games with this concept, and that's one of the reasons why so many people find this game to be very charming and amusing. It's so silly, there's just all sorts of random stuff going on in the world, and you're just trying to pick up as much as you possibly can. So this is actually the last level of the game. It sort of scales up. Like the first level, you start out like super small, like smaller than like a pencil, like extremely tiny. But this one you start out at 1 meter, and then we're trying to get to 300 meters, which is rather large, and eventually we're going to be rolling up the entire world. So yeah, let's go ahead and get all these people. There's all sorts of people you can pick up. And one of the things that makes this game in particular so charming is everywhere you go, there's just so many different crazy things to look at. It's, I don't know, for some people it's really amusing. For other people, this game is just absolutely retarded, and I can kind of see why people think that. But once you play it, and once you get into it, I think you'll really have a good time. It's just one of those like very casual, just like chill games where you just try to forget about life and just have fun for a little while. And I don't think very many games do that nowadays, where like the main concept is just having fun. Besides that, there is a time limit on each level. I think this level I have like 25 minutes, which is plenty of time to meet the goal. And every level, like, it really does give you a lot more time than what's needed, so there's not like a whole lot of challenge to it. But there's a little bit of strategy, I guess. You want to try to pick up items that are large but are not too large, because if you run into something that's too large, you won't be able to pick it up first of all, and you'll also lose items. So like every time I hit a wall or something, you'll see items like fly off the ball. So you want to be kind of careful of what you choose to pick up or not pick up. So I'm going to roll back over here, back into the city, and try to pick up some of the stuff we missed back here. These flowers give quite a bit. And sometimes you'll notice, like when I run into people, they'll go like flying away, depending on what size they are. And that just means I can pick them up, but it's like on the limit of what I can pick up. Oops. As you saw back there, some stuff kind of came off. These fence posts are pretty big. That cow was a good pickup. Might go over here and pick up the rest of these cows. There we go. Go back into the city. So my strategy in the game is to not spend too much time in any one area and just to keep rolling. As long as you keep moving and you keep going to different areas, you'll keep picking up more and more stuff, and I think that's sort of the best way to play. But I don't know, just looking around, it's hard to even describe like what is happening in this world. It's so ridiculous. Oops, that drill just completely screwed me up. Trying to get away from the drill. So I can pick up all these melons and stuff, but as you can see, they're kind of getting knocked away from me. Once they get knocked back, it then allows me to pick them up. That just means like it's like borderline too big to pick up. But we're good. Alright, so let's go over here. I think I can go to the next area now. There we go. Here is the upper side of the city. All sorts of crazy stuff happening. Every level, by the way, it sort of takes place in the same areas, but there's just different stuff and different things to do. And overall, I think it's a really charming experience. One thing I didn't like when I first saw this coming out on Steam is that it was released for $30, and I'm pretty sure when this game first came out on the PS2, it was $20. So it's kind of strange seeing a game that came out in 2004 being released for more money than what it released back then, because normally games like depreciate in value. Like, I realize this is a remastered version, but still, it's just kind of crazy to see the price go up. But I was able to pick this up for $18. It was on sale on a different website. So you might be able to find sales in the near future. And I would definitely say, like, for under $20, this game is certainly worthwhile. Even $30, if you're a fan of Katamari, like, it's definitely a fun experience. I don't think I can pick up these trees yet. Might be able to pick up these bulls. Yep. The bulls are pretty big. Can I pick up the elephants? Nope. And I can't pick up anything else over here. So, kind of a bad idea to come down here just because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and go to the upper side. I think there's a cow farm up this hill. Maybe I can pick up some stuff over here. Maybe pick up that car. Pick up some of these cows. Pick up these fence posts. Maybe quite a bit. There we go. Got all the cows. Get these bulls. Maybe I can pick up that giraffe. Pick up this other cow. Then I can pick up some of these rocks, maybe? I don't know if I'm big enough yet. Nope. Unfortunately, I'm just slightly too small. So I need to get to 12. Ooh, I can pick up those. I'll probably go back down to the lower areas, just because I know I'm missing quite a few things down there as well, now that I'm big. And I don't know what's going on. Something's pushing me out of the way. Let's go down here. Pick up these animals that we left behind. And I might actually... might be a good idea to come back in here, pick up some of these stuff. I'm getting so big. I completely forgot what I was saying earlier, by the way. Alright, so now we are 12 meters in size, and we can get to the next area. So we might as well head that way. Kind of pick up a little bit more stuff along the way. There we go. Pick up these rocks. Okay, now I need to head down here. I can't pick up that yet. I need to find some small stuff to pick up, because there's a lot of large items in this area. I still can't pick up buildings quite yet. Let's go the other way. Pretty sure there's a bunch of stuff across this bridge that we can pick up. Yeah, we can pick these things up. Love the soundtrack in the game. Soundtrack is really what makes this game shine. Super silly, but amazing. I can pick up that fish. Might be a good idea to go back and get some of these swordfish. Can't pick up that submarine though. Alright, I need to watch out for the submarine. Oh, that was bad. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna go back to the area I was at, just because I don't think I'm large enough quite yet. Ooh, let's start picking up buildings now. Yeah, that was a good idea to come back here. I was gonna say I didn't think I was large enough to go to the new area quite yet. We'll head back over there in a second. Let's get all these trees. Let's go up here. You can pretty much pick up everything in the game. Everything you see can be picked up. Some things require you to be quite large, but I'll come back for the ones I can't pick up quite yet. Let's go up here, pick up some of these small buildings. There we go. As you can see, like when you hit a wall or something that's too big, stuff just starts flying off the ball. That's bad. Okay, let's pick up these ships now. I'm gonna go over here and pick up some of this stuff. Don't think I can pick up the big ships yet. Oh, I can. Okay. Let's pick up all these big ships. And then eventually we'll be able to pick up that giant octopus. Not quite yet, though. I'll start heading this direction. This is a new area. Some of these trees. Not really sure what's over here. Huge trees. So you can actually scale up walls as well. I'll probably try to do that in a moment. Picking up all these elephants first. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to try to scale up this wall. Sometimes it doesn't work well. As you can see, things just fly off the ball. Wait, actually, let me go to a vertical surface. There we go. All this stuff. I'm gonna try to beat my high score. My high score was 800 meters, which is pretty dang large. It's way past the goal, but I'm not sure if there's a way to end the level once you hit the goal, but it seems like the game just keeps going until the time limit runs out. So we'll have to play the entire length of the time limit, which is currently at 14 minutes left. But yeah, I've showed like all my friends this game, and literally it's like 50-50 of what people think on it. They either love it or they hate it. And that's sort of just how it goes. They either think it's like the dumbest, like most retarded thing in the world, or it's the greatest thing ever. And I remember reading at one point that the developers of this game, their game company, was about to go bankrupt. I think the games before this didn't do so well, like in Japan. So they decided to just do like one last-ditch effort and make something like really crazy and unique. And they really didn't think this game was going to sell well, and they were just going to leave it at that. But fortunately enough, people loved it, and the series kept going. And this is actually the first time that a Katamari game has been released on PC. You were able to play it through emulators, and you can still do so with like a PS2 emulator. But this game definitely is brighter, better graphics, I think, a little bit higher resolution, and just some subtle changes, not too many changes. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. I still can't pick up those guys swinging. Okay, let's go over here. Looks like there's some buildings like way over here. Oh, there's a box. Sweet. So in every level there is a present you can get, and that gives you sort of an accessory for your character, like a cosmetic accessory. Like right now I'm wearing a crown, and that's something I found on a different level. Alright, so I'm 100 meters, which means I believe I'm large enough to go to a new area. Before I go there, let's just pick up a couple more things. There we go, that should be good. And we'll go to another city. Going to, I guess, France, where the Eiffel Tower is. Oops, back up. Go. I'm stuck. Man, I lost so many buildings, I was stuck in between these two towers. I'm trying to get over here, pick up the last few buildings. There we go. Alright, let's go to a different area. We'll pick up these little land pieces. Tsunami Islands. There's a couple other things I can do. I can jump up in the air just to give myself like a top-down perspective. And I can also roll the ball to make myself like slingshot across the map. I'll try that in a moment. kind of dangerous, but if I do this, like shoot across the map, and you can pick up stuff really fast that way, but you have a lot less control. Stuff just blowing off the ball, trying to pick up all these buildings. There we go. So I think we're in like, I don't know what building that is, but we're definitely on like a different part of the world. Might be the US. Got the airplanes. It's really weird because you can pick up these giant skyscrapers, but you can't pick up the Eiffel Tower. Like, I mean, you can later on, but for some reason you have to be really, really large to pick up the Ferris wheel. What did I say? Oh, I think I said Eiffel Tower. The Ferris wheel. Alright, let's go to the left side. There's some more buildings over there. Oh. Whoa, too fast, too fast. Yeah, that's why I don't usually use the that ability. Alright, so Katamari is now as big as 1,906 of the Bream building. So I'm 200 meters tall, 100 meters to go to reach the goal. And I have 9 minutes left, so I should be fine. I'm gonna start picking up these islands. These islands give quite a bit of mass. And there's like different areas to explore as well. Try to pick up some more of these buildings. There we go. Oh, I picked up like a giant ship. That was a good one. But yeah, let me know if you guys watched to this point. Like in the comments, let me know if you guys have played Katamari, or let me know what you guys think of this game. I really hope they release the other games on PC as well. Like I hope they hopefully they remaster like the whole series and just release the whole series, because I really loved We Love Katamari. I think that was my favorite one. Alright, let's go ahead and roll across. Try to find some other things to pick up. Pick up these whirlpool things. There we go. Oh, I got the octopus, even though it's like off the ball. I don't know how I ended up picking that up. But yeah, let's head back to where we came from, and we'll try to pick up some other stuff. I kind of forgot where we came from. I think we started out way over here. Yeah. So this was the original island we started on. Everything looks so small now. Actually, let's pick up that other bridge. That's a big one. Pick up these buildings too. Ooh. It's kind of strange because sometimes like things look too big to pick up. Like those boats look way too big to pick up, but somehow I'm picking them up. Alright, so now I'm 300 meters, so I completed the goal, which means I beat the level. But you can keep going until the time limit runs out. There's 7 minutes left. So just keep on going, keep on rolling. Got a giant bridge. What is that thing? I didn't get to read what it said. Just there's like a guy on top of a cloud. Strange. Alright, so since I'm like really big now, I'm gonna go ahead and just start like speed rolling through the rest, and hopefully I can try to beat my score. I'm pretty sure I've already, like, I'm gonna beat it for sure. Like, oh, I can pick up the rainbow. Hooray! So yeah, the other levels of the game, you start out much smaller. Like, you even start out in these like little rooms, and there's just a bunch of like tiny objects to pick up. So it's not always about rolling up the entire world, but I think for the most part, this is probably the most entertaining level of the game, just because you get to grow to such a massive size. It's just kind of funny to think about, just like a giant ball rolling across the whole world. So I guess this little section was supposed to be like Alaska. Or not Alaska, what am I saying? I cannot think today for some reason. Antarctica is what I was trying to say. I'm getting all mixed up, I'm kind of tired. Alright, let's keep rolling around. It doesn't help that this game is just filled with like giant mushrooms and crazy music and just all sorts of nonsense. You can't really think while you play this. It's the type of game where you just want to like shut off your mind for a little bit and just have a chill time. It's a good game to play. Probably fun to play on drugs as well. Take some mushrooms, play Katamari. Should be a good time. See how there's these giant mushrooms like all the way around the map? Let me pick up all of them. You can also pick up the clouds. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way around in a circle and pick up all the mushrooms. Quite a few of them. Alright, so I just beat my record. When you reach a certain size, the next time you play the game, you have the option of turning the timer off, and then you can just free roam and basically do whatever you want, and you have plenty of time to grab everything if you wanted to grab everything. Alright, so that's all the mushrooms. So there's not a whole lot left. I guess we can pick up that volcano in the middle. It's kind of funny because I picked up some rain clouds, and you can sort of see just like these rain effects coming out of the ball. Alright, so I just picked up Whale Mountain. And there's really not a whole lot left, so if you guys just want to skip through this, you can. It's just going to be me picking up a bunch of tiny little land pieces, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of them just because they don't really like to stick when the ball is this lopsided. Pick up a tornado. I guess we'll try to pick up the clouds. Not sure if the clouds give you much. Yeah, just start rolling super fast. Pick up as much as possible. If I go out of bounds, it'll just teleport me back into the world. I am sort of surprised though that they would release this on Steam. It's always been a console exclusive until now. It's kind of interesting as time moves on, more and more like retro games are being remastered, and more like console exclusives are coming to Steam or PC. This song really gets stuck in your head after a while. There's other like songs on different levels, and they're all just crazy and just kind of silly, but I love all of them. Katamari Damacy. Yeah, I think it's actually pronounced Damacy or something like that, but it's spelled like you would say Damacy or Damacy, but I think it's actually pronounced Damacy, like the way the Japanese would say it. It's kind of funny because my like little character in the bottom right corner, I'm sure you've noticed like throughout the level, but when he goes underwater, he has a little snorkel on. 1 minute left. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pick up all these little bitty land pieces, which is sort of to be expected. I'm sure someone has done it, I don't think it's impossible to pick up everything. It's just probably pretty hard. You probably have to go a little bit faster than what I did. So it's probably possible to get to 900 meters. I'm thinking it is. Crap, I need to get this little piece here. It's not letting me pick it up, there we go. I'm trying to get to 880. Don't think that'll be possible now. Oh, maybe. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't see anything. Crap. Crap. Get that. Yes. 880. Yes. I'm happy with that. So I got 80 meters higher than my last score, which is great. Hooray. So this is the King of the Cosmos. He's your father. Oh, here's my royal present. So I got a mask. I can put that on my character. So I'll go ahead and create the moon. Hooray! 880 meters and 37 centimeters. This is the biggest moon ever. We'll have a party tonight. I remember in the original game, the cutscenes were actually voiced over in English. I believe, I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they were. And it was really funny listening to the cutscenes in English. But overall, I think it has quite a bit of content, and I think it's worth it if you can pick it up for $20, especially if you're a fan of Katamari, or if you just want to get into it for the first time. I think it's a pretty good game overall. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.